UFC 5.
Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill!
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, early round action here. Kamaru Usman's wrestling is next level. His MMA wrestling, super functional. But he believes that the jab is going to be the key here tonight. Obviously, he has gone to great lengths to develop that under Trevor Whitman. And he felt like he might actually be able to win this fight without securing a single takedown. We shall see. Nice 1-2 there.
He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie.
Well-timed knee lands for the more well-rounded fighter. If you're the wrestler now, does that give you pause with your takedown game or not necessarily?
A little bit, because generally when they lead the knee up the middle, you kind of drive into him and take him down. That speaks to the impact that knee landed, that it made him take a step back, opposed to trying to continue that takedown.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Oh, there's a takedown attempt. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. A lot of power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands yet again there.
Kamaru Usman showed in the Colby Covington fight, not only is he the best welterweight in the world, he may just be the toughest welterweight in the world because he went through the fire in order to retain that title. Big knee.
Oh, and again, another big knee. Usman's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher tonight.
He passed the half guard.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 1. Jamal Hill getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes.
There it is. Now he's run them out.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Sweet Dreams Hill's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take?
Put your hands up higher. Come on.
Under 2 minutes to go. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
Unable to connect there. Oh, nice change up on the tempo there as the hook in the clinch lands by Kamaru Usman. Well, we know knees to be some of the most destructive strikes in MMA, and he's got that part of his game going tonight.
He has got the knees going. He's throwing them in bunches.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Under a minute now to go in round one. Usman's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here. That knee attempt is blocked. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And now some distance as they pull apart. Takedown attempt late, and it's good. Final seconds of the round. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kick and stick at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. Usman's got him in a crucifix now, going to go to work from the top. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger. Great ground and pound by this man.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, get up.
Nice positional control here. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute.
Keep those hips active until you're back in guard. I need you to scramble. Scramble.
Let's work. Come on, let's work.
Now Usman really getting the ground and pound going, DC. You got to hip escape. You got to do something to get out of harm's way.
You have to move. You have to be doing something. Usman is one of the best grapplers from the top that you've ever seen. Unbelievable awareness. Knows how to control the hips. He doesn't give you any outs when he's on top of you.
Sweet Dreams Hill's eye appears to be closing up by the second.
He's got to start throwing down.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by Hill. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Hill's really bleeding heavily now. That cut is only getting worse by the minute. Back mount now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
It's hard to think about a fight in his career in which he has absorbed this amount of damage. His face is essentially shut.
Unrecognizable. He's unrecognizable.
He's very close to the finish here.
Fight back. Fight back.
Oh, huge ground strikes. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Hill's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. All right, that's the end of round number 2. Oh, the round is over and blood is just fauceting out of this cheek. That cheek has gotten out of control. Cut man can only do so much, and given the fact that that cut continues to be attacked by the opponent, if this thing gets any worse, they're going to stop this fight. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Usman gets tattooed with that hook. Beautifully timed and placed. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand. Nice body shot.
There's that kick. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Catches the leg here and now goes for the takedown. It's there. Hill's got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Usman's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, another strike hits right on that cut. Ringside physician might have to intervene soon. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Good work from the top here by Kamaru Usman. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Fight.
Oh, nice check on the leg kick off right there.
And they clinch. Look for him now to drop to a single leg to try to secure a takedown from his clinch position.
3 minutes now to go in the fight. Sweet dreams. Hill's doing a nice job there raising the guard to protect the eye with that block. You can't allow that cut to get worse as this fight continues.
He's got to either go southpaw or he has to actually just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
Hill's cheek is just pouring blood. Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh,
Big combination. Oh, nice kick.
All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Well, I can't even relate to the mental and physical toughness we are seeing from these two individuals. Both fighters damaged and compromised, and yet leaning on the heart here late in the fight.
Yeah, they're both leaning on the heart. They're both trying.
That punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned. Pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now.
Got to the clinch, control the posture, and land some big knees from in close.
Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight.
That leg kick hurt.
Oh, unable to find the target with that hook shot. Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
And a knee.
Oh, nice.
Knee to the body.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Big knee lands there. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
And that is how you end a fight. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, so judges' scorecards are needed. They are rendered, and they go to Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by decision. I thought he fought pretty well tonight.
Well, I mean, we knew when his decision was going to be ready, it was going to be Usman. He fought well. He did everything he needed to do in order to earn this victory.